early, I'm up. Yeah, I can't spend it. I ain't getting paid with you, my color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Move in.
58, come on. Here we go. Check three.
One. Three.
Check. Watch the eye.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Three.
Exit. Check. Watch it.
Play fake. Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here we go.
One.
Come again. Here I come again. Charlie. Slip.
From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
57. You ain't going nowhere.
A fourth-round pick in 2018, Chase Edmonds with a carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Come on, sack. Not a wolf. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On second down, here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Three.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota, he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Suggs, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Third and long here for Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And that'll be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. 30, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Touchdown, Denver.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. 4th-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham, who had a whopping 5,800 rushing yards during his college career. They think his future's bright in Arizona. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return comes Cobb. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
What we got? 36. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Boys, 58, Mike. Check.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 57's the mic.
1st down, Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
A final shot before half from Murray. Eluded the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mike's 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. You better be good.
On 2nd and 7. Murray over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards, a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Ready. 50 seconds, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
This one caught by Isabella. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Here we go.
Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Back.
Murray now on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
33. Check tight. Hey, check my 33. Check my...
To try again after the sack. Murray over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Cardinals 21, Browns 14.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flush to his right. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
First and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reversed red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold into a gain of a couple. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Mike is 59.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A.J. Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. It's Cloud. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 31 on third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, Edmonds. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Here we go, D.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And able to work his way down to the 16. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Right there. All day, baby.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And his kick is good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, check line 33, check line 33.
First throw of overtime from Murray. That's complete to Cobb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Edmonds. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. To Edmonds on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here at overtime. Again, they run with Edmonds. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go, here we go. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got Fitzgerald. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Gonzalez's kick is good. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Cards, they move ever closer to the